Hi guys. So what I'm going to talk about here is I don't really like making a video like this because when you're talking about accuracy and precision in Airsoft, people tend to take your word as face value. Like the maple leaf bucking will work in anything and it shoot precise in anything. That's just not the case. When you make statements like these, well, normally when I do it, it's because I know what hub unit is in there, I know what brand of BBs, what weight, what barrel, what overall setup. Everything that you do or have in your gun will have an impact on your accuracy, like a nozzle and everything. If it's an AEG or even the refresh rate on your regulator, if it's an HPA. So I don't tend to really make videos like these, but I promised at some point in a Maple Leaf video that I would do something like this. So here it is. It's not a broad like change barrels and everything. I just took what I know works and I shot it. I shot it from this gun. This is a retro rounds, what the body is, with an F2 engine, Polestar, and a max unit. And for this test, I didn't use the red dot. This is everyday application. I used the scope on it. So I made these fine little papers where I wrote, this is at 32 meters. It was inside. It was in a storage warehouse, so there's no wind or anything. For all of the tests, I used a 6.3 Prometheus barrel. It's a steel barrel. I know it works. It works very good with the max hub unit, so that's what I used because I want to test the buckings and not much more than that. It became a little bit more than that, but I'll get to that. So this is 6.3 Prometheus. It's 0.32 BLS BBs. I shot 10. This is a standard knob, standard hub unit, and standard bucking. You know, the black one and a hub unit like this. So we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the target. Every time the hub was set for the correct one, and it's at 400 FPS, and I readjusted the FPS with the chrono every single time. So it's not joule based, it's purely FPS based. So that's the nice thing about HPA, you can just adjust it up and down. So I'm gonna compare these in sets of 2. So exactly the same, standard knob, but I changed this to Prometheus purple and the max hub unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 again. Maybe it's a 7 up here, because it's a little larger. I couldn't really tell because I was 32 meters away. So if you make this configuration at 400 FPS, this is probably what it's gonna look like with these. So jumping on to the next one. This is probably why you're here. This seems a little better. This is Firefly knob with the max hub unit, and the Modify flat hub, the black one, the hard. It's not that hard, it's like 60, 65 something. And I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All 10 on the board. These are very similar in grouping size. This is the Omega knob, and the standard unit. I think I have one with the max unit as well, I'll just check. And the Maple Leaf, the normal, the standard one, not the 2021. At 60 degrees, that was what was most comparable to the hardness of this. So that's the grouping on these. Quite nice. We go on to the next ones. So here is the business. These are as direct as I can get them. Aluminium knob from the max hub unit, the 2021 Mr. Hub 60 degrees, and the normal Mr. Hop 60 degrees. So yeah, the normal Mr. 60 is very similar. It's a little tighter with the max unit compared to the standard unit, but mostly it's the knob that's doing the job of the accuracy compared with the bucking, of course. But the knob is very important. So there it is, my direct comparison, and of course this is on 32s. If you do exactly the same, and this is the reason why you would actually want to use good buckings, because this is what standard knob, Prometheus purple over here, and the max unit does with a 0.40. So once again, it just clearly states that the heavier the BB, the more accuracy you're gonna get. And yeah, of course I could have done with different barrels and everything like that, but remember, whenever you change one single parameter of this, it's gonna change. So when you're doing buckings and barrels, test it. Don't go on Reddit, don't go on this video, just sit down, have different buckings and try. Just keep on trying. At some point you get something like this, and it doesn't matter if it's a Mad Bull Red Shark or anything. That just means that the combined sum of things that you have, barrel, bucking, knob, housing, gun, nozzle, BBs, whatever, it comes together. And it doesn't matter if it's an expensive hub-up unit and the newest bucking. If it comes together and it gives you a nice grouping, go with it. Don't listen to some guys on the internet. Just go with it. Do this, just test it. Until next time, see you guys.